Toothpaste, ice cream, probiotic capsules. Can you guess what secret ingredient all of these things have in common? Seaweed. Actually, a specific type of seaweed called kelp. Natural chemicals from kelp are used in these everyday products and more. It's one of the main reasons that kelp is harvested and cultivated around the world. So what makes these kelp chemicals so special? Well, kelp live in the ocean, so they need to be able to withstand the force of waves. It helps to be strong, but also flexible. And these same properties are useful for making products that need a gelling or emulsifying component. Giant kelp is the largest, most widespread kelp. Giant kelp is the largest, most widespread kelp, but despite its prevalence, a mystery has gone unsolved in this species. It takes on a different shape in different places across its global range. But to see these different shapes, you have to dive down to the bottom of the ocean, where the kelp are anchored to rocks. These anchoring structures are called the holdfast, and sometimes it looks like the picture on the left, this large mounding cone shape. But sometimes it looks like the picture on the right, a long strap-like structure that snakes along the rocks. And these two different shapes give rise to two very different looking forests, one that is clumped or one that is continuous. So why does this single species take on different shapes? That's what I wanted to figure out for my Ph.D. So I went down to Chile, where the locations of these two forms are well documented, and I worked with some amazing researchers and kelp harvesters to find the best access points for diving for kelp. I collected kelp from over 2,000 kilometers of the country's coastline. Then I extracted their DNA and analyzed their chemical compositions. Then I performed an experiment in the ocean, right here off the coast of Central California, where I grew up both forms from their tiny microscopic early life stage, all the way up to adulthood, reaching 9 meters tall. My research found complete genetic separation between these two forms, and that even when you grow them up in the same place, they maintain their distinct forms, either cone-shaped or strap-like. Also, their chemical structures differed in one of their most commercially important chemicals called alginates, making each type of kelp suitable for different products depending on whether the material needs to be more elastic or more rigid. So overall, these two kelp forms look different. They exist in different forms, they have different evolutionary histories, and their alginate structures are different. What we have been considering as one kelp species out there in the ocean is actually two, with different properties that influence where they grow, how they look, and how we interact with them every day.